Hey guys, Shane here, Pocket Knife Review. I'm doing this little video today talking about this guy right here. This is the EMP EDC Thick Boy. Just want to kind of give you some of my opinions on it. You guys know I don't spit out specs and prices and all that stuff. That's everywhere. You can find that anywhere. But anyway, I borrowed this knife from our good brother Javon. As many of you may know, I have many of his knives on loan. And I really wasn't sure what to think about this thing and, what it was actually designed for. Would this make a great work knife? Well, absolutely would. It's well made. It's got a very strong lock. It's got good blade steel. It's got good cutting geometry. But that's not really what comes to mind when I carry this knife. It's to me, to be honest with you guys, it's more of a conversation piece. It's a cool looking, well refined cleaver, which is not something that you typically see in cleaver style knives. They're usually more of a hard use, heavy duty kind of work knife. But this one's very nice, guys. It's it's from titanium bolsters, your micarta handles, and these are very easily swapped. Apparently, they have several different options. You can change this knife up day to day if you want to match your wardrobe if that's what you want to do. But I'm a really big fan of this little thing. Needless to say, with that big a blade, it has very good drop shut action. You guys know I'm not the one to give you an example of action on knives, because half the time my hands don't do what I tell them to do. But it also, I'm confused almost by the opening action on this thing, just because it almost feels like once you crack the detent, which is not heavy at all, but it almost feels spring assisted. This thing it just cannons out of there. So it's a really cool knife to fidget with. It's actually a really good cutter too. They did a good job on the blade geometry on this thing. It cuts really well. But that's not what I think of. When I think of this knife, it's really, if I was going to go hang out with the guys and, maybe at the range and I got to cut open a case of ammo, man, this is a really cool thing to whip out. Because one thing this is a package opening beast, man. If your primary use for a knife is cutting open packages, ripping open cardboard, cutting through tape, I don't know of a knife out there that would be better than this thing. This big, nearly 90-degree tip here, it just tears through things. It opens packages very well. But I don't really look at the usability of this knife. When I think about its value, it's really more in the like I said, more in the fact that it's a great conversation piece. It's something really cool to look at, because even if you have a lot of friends that are into knives, or you just know a lot of guys who casually carry a knife for work or whatnot, they probably don't have this. They probably don't have anything that looks like this. They probably don't have never experienced anything that looks like this. So it's something great to kick off a conversation about, and just admire and look good, and like I said, very capable of doing work as well. But you guys know me by now. You know that I love buying, carrying, using, and promoting American-made knives. This is not an American-made knife. This does come from an American company, EMP EDC. I've been doing a lot of soul searching about that, guys, and the one thing I've come to realize is that know that I don't believe there is ever a need to have to buy a Chinese-made knife, but in our world of wants, it's almost a necessity sometimes, because I don't know that there's an American company out there producing anything like this. So I don't know how else you would get a hold of it. I don't know if you wanted this knife made, how hard or easy it would be to have that done in the United States. But these things come in at what I believe to be a fairly fair price point for what they are. There's an extremely high quality knife. It's got very good quality materials, and I think it gives you something a little more than a cutting tool. It gives you something to talk about, something to show off, something that, you know, I'm sure your buddies are going to find cool if you got buddies like I do. And like I said, it's a cool knife, man. It's a great knife. You know, it's not a knife for everybody. Is this a one and done? I'm going to buy this. It's going to be the only knife I ever own. No, I don't believe that's the case, because I don't think it's going to do everything great, but it's going to do some things exceptionally well. So I just wanted to make this quick video. I don't have a whole lot more to say about it. I mean, you guys can see what it is. You know, if you want the specs, you can look it up. You can tell it's not a big knife. I wish it was a big knife. I think I'd have a little more passion about it if it was just a little bit bigger. It doesn't have a whole lot of, you know, it doesn't have a whole lot of cutting edge, but that's because of that very generous front finger choil, which I love finger choils. But guys, this knife in hand, it just fits. It's very good ergonomics. Like I said, this thing will just tear through just about anything you want to use it for. But I wouldn't hard use this knife, not because it can't take it, but I just wouldn't hard use this knife because it's just, I feel like it's a little too fancy for that. But anyway, well, that's all I got for you guys today, man. You guys know I always appreciate any amount of time you spend with me. And that's all I got for y'all. Peace. Love y'all.